나의 주인님을 소개할게. 주인님 나오세요. 그래 자식 블룽이 노래 불렀구나. 절가 엄마. 예. 뭘 하면 좋지? 라면 하나 먹고 끝낼까요, 여러분? 아니? 뭐 하지? 뭐가 좋지? 여러분 뭐 할까요? 저 생각 없이 했어요. 뭐 정한 거 딱히 없는데. 빨리 뭘 하면 좋을지 한번 말해주세요. 우리랑 1시간만 놀다가 안 돼요. 발가락 만지기? 공연 어땠어요? 일단 팬분들이 너무 다 같이 뛰어주셔서 정말 완전 받았습니다.
Now this is interesting because he seems rather excited or intrigued by the idea of going to other members' rooms. It could be because one, he didn't have any idea on what to do on the vlive before that, or because he finds the idea of going to other members' rooms exciting.
옆방 습격 기다려봐요. 잠시만요.
Now I just want to clarify that Taehyun looks happy as soon as he unlocks his phone. I don't think it has anything to do with taekook just yet. I'm saying this because I've seen a lot of taekookers say that.
멤버들한테 지금 다들 몇 번 방이야? 정국이한테 갈까? 잠시만요. 정국이한테 말할게요. 정국.
So the first thing I notice about this is that Taehyun looks excited to talk to Jungkook or go to his room. He raises his eyebrows and then pulls the camera to the side to text faster to him, which is also a sign that he's excited.
1112 한다. 여러분.
Now I think it's pretty safe to assume that he's reading a message from Jungkook. He smiles, he is obviously reading a message, and he makes jerky movements, which all of them makes me think that he's excited by whatever Jungkook said to him. He also forgets about the camera for a second. He forgets to put his slippers on because, just simply put, he is pretty much excited.
가볼까요? 잠시만. 나 지금 정국이한테 잠시만. 내 도시락. 자, 112가 어디 있습니까? 정국아! 네, 지금 정국이 방에 들어왔는데 정국이가 정국아 지금
누구신가? 잠시만, 너 옷 안 입고 있어요. 잠시만.
아하, 옷을 안 입고 있다고 하네요. 옷을 안 입다고 하면 정국이 옷을 안 입고 있어. 정국이 옷을 안 입고 있어. 정국아 옷 안 입고 있어?
아직 안 입고 있었지.
우리 정국 씨 지금 약간
잠시만요.
이 노래 뭐죠?
이거 몰라요. 잠시만요.
잠시 끈 풀었어. 정국 끈 풀었어.
끈 없으면 고정이 안
중에-
돼가지고.
왜?
Now, as soon as Taehyung enters the room, he's obviously very happy to be there. And then he asks Jungkook about the song that was playing in the background. I think it was a genuine question and not a question meant for armies.
끈 풀었어. 정국 끈 풀었어.
Then he looks underneath Jungkook's bathrobe and then looks at the camera, kind of like making sure no one will be able to see Jungkook's nudity. Now guys, I told you it would be very important to notice that they were both happy before, because right now they're looking kind of tense. I already told you why I think Taehyung was happy before, but now Jungkook. When Taehyung was reading his texts, he was smiling, he was giggling, he was kind of like blushing, which can only make me think that Jungkook was equally interested of having Taehyung in his room. He was also kind of like teasing him when he was outside of his room, and now he's asking Taehyung, "Hey, what are you doing here? You scared me." Come on, guys! Like seriously, there is no way Jungkook didn't know he was coming over, but there's the possibility that he didn't know Taehyung was on vlive. Now, this is me kind of assuming things, so you don't have to take me seriously if you don't want to. But I think Jungkook kind of like wanted to play it off because he didn't know that Taehyung asked him where was his room live, you know? So he kind of like wanted to play it out like, oh, what are you doing here? I didn't know you were coming. Also kind of like giving Taehyung a hint that he didn't want him with a camera, you know, recording them.
왜 찾아온 거예요? 갑자기 깜짝 놀랐네.
응? 비앱은 하고 싶은데
나
뭐야? 핸드폰으로 막 조절이 돼?
네, 블루투스. 왜 왔어요?
비앱 하려고.
Now, I really don't want to assume anything, but I can sense that Taehyung is kind of like looking at the camera with a little resentment, and he's obviously kind of like picking up on Jungkook's discomfort about the vlive thing.
생방이세요?
응.
왜요? 안녕하세요, 여러분. 정우입니다. 방금 밥을 먹고 빵을 먹고 또 빵을 먹으려고.
아까 우리 그 뭐냐 방탄방에서 신나게 뭐 사신놀이 했던 거 있잖아요. 그거 한번 보여주세요.
영상 있나?
오.
갑자기.
Okay, so I must confess that I just watched a jikook analysis on this and not a taekook one, which is kind of like stupid because I'm supposed to watch taekook analysis being a taekooker. Anyways, what I think about this particular scene. Okay, so first of all, Jungkook turned around to turn off the lights, right? To turn them on. A lot of jikookers said that it was because Jimin was hiding in the bathroom, which it doesn't make sense. It's not a valid argument at all. I think that, you know, it's common sense that when you're recording with your phone, you need lighting. And you can literally go back, I don't know, like 30 seconds ago, and it was like pretty dark. So I don't know, it's like just common sense for me that you will go and turn on more lights, you know. So anyways, when Jungkook turns around to turn on the lights, he doesn't see when Taehyung flops on the bed and lies down, you know. So when he turns around again, he doesn't see Taehyung standing, so he's kind of like surprised. I don't know if that makes sense. I think that's why he says, "You scared me." And a lot of jikookers said that he was directing that to Jimin, and their argument was that Taehyung didn't respond, so it was clearly not meant for Taehyung. I think that Taehyung actually responded to that by lifting his eyebrows. I don't know if it's just me. It might be like not normal, but sometimes when there's like nothing else to say, I don't say anything.
뭐예요?
뭐 할 건 없어. 그냥 우리 아미들이 심심해하니까 내가 왔지.
여러분 아직 저 안 씻었어요.
네 맞아요. 저도 안 씻었어요. 우리 아미 여러분께 이제 아미 여러분들이 보면 이제 세레나데를 한 번씩 해야
아,
됩니다.
네, 눈 밑에 너무 번졌네. 눈 밑에 너무 번졌는데. 세레나데요? 세레나데를 불러야 돼요?
네, 세레나데를 한 곡 제가
Oh my god, I keep noticing stuff and it just makes my video longer. I just wanted to point it out that Taehyung leans on, well, he tries to lean on Jungkook's shoulder, and as soon as he does that, Jungkook stands up, and then he looks at the opposite side of Taehyung. I think those are like hints that he's kind of like angry, or that he's kind of like not comfortable with this new situation Taehyung has put him in, you know?
이게 노래방 치면 나오더라고요.
노래방?
제가 선곡을 해주면 그걸 부르면 됩니다.
예? 멤버들 다 한 거예요?
멤버들 다 했어 지금.
그래요? 확실해요? 아닌데 내가 봤을 때 내가 처음인데.
아니야, 다 했어.
아, 배부르다니. 배가 부르니까
요즘 좋아하는 노래가 있죠?
라면을 먹어볼까?
똑같은 생각하네.
배가 부르면 라면을 먹어야 돼.
Okay, so I need to turn off the audio here because, copyrights. But I just want to clarify that Jungkook starts, like rambling about food, which doesn't make sense. I don't think it's the main topic he actually wants to talk about. But he kind of like starts watching the other side of the room, and then he looks at his side of the room to kind of like decide which side is better for the background. Because being an idol, he needs to take care of what other people see, and as this was a surprise, he didn't have time to kind of like prepare the background. He starts touching his hair, and not in a way to take care of his looks and kind of like make sure he looks okay for the camera. Right now he's touching his hair because he's nervous. Also, I used to think that he changed the side of the room because he needed better lighting, which is not the case here.
이 노래는 죄송해요. 제가 불러드리고 싶은데
여러분 뭐가 있냐? 이게 있네.
제가 곡을 몰라서 죄송합니다, 딘 선배님.
자, 이게 있어요.
죄송합니다.
오늘 나왔잖아요. 오늘 또 제가 태태의 모험이라고 나왔단 말이에요, 여러분.
네.
그래서 준비했습니다.
노래 좋다. 근데 그거 방금 나 들어봐야 되겠다.
Okay, so I don't think there's much to say right now except for the fact that he's obviously feeling more open. As soon as he starts like singing and stuff, he's obviously like opening up as well. Okay, so I needed to cut a lot of stuff there because this video was getting longer, and I hate long videos. Anyways, to summarize what has happened right now, yeah, Jungkook is getting like, it's kind of like opening up because of Taehyung's excitement and enthusiasm, yet his body language still is kind of like stiff. I don't know if you get me. Yes, he smiles and he sings, but he's still not himself. He still is kind of like gives a pretty stiff smile, and his body movements are still kind of like closed off. He remains still and I don't know, pretty much closed off.
이 정도.
그래.
가사를 잘 몰라서.
좋네요.
뭐 페이퍼 하트면 부를 수 있는.
좋네요. 잠시만요. 뭐지 이건?
페이퍼 하트를 그 뭐지? 제가 부른 커버곡 중에
제일
좋아해 주시더라고요.
그래요? 그럼 제가 지금.
Okay, so Jungkook is kind of like dropping subtle hints to Taehyung that he doesn't want him there with the camera. I just want to clarify that he doesn't want him there with the camera on vlive. We all know he was excited as well that Taehyung was coming over to his room. There's no mistaking that. He was excited, and then he started to tense up as soon as he realized he was recording. So Taehyung is kind of like on his way out. Also, I noticed that Jungkook starting to like making jokes, with the partner and stuff. Kind of like he's obviously feeling guilty, so he's making the jokes kind of like to, make things up for him. And no joke, I literally was like, Tae, you're forgetting your keys. He was too excited to go to Jungkook's room that he literally forgot his keys. Anyways, I think this is pretty much the end. There's nothing more to say. I'll leave some disclaimers at the end.
정국아! 네, 지금 정국이 방에 들어왔는데 정국이가 정국아 지금 비에 아하 옷을 안 입고 있다고 하네요. 옷을 안 입다고 하면 정국이 옷을 안 입고 있어. 정국이 옷을 안 입고 있어.
왜 찾아온 거예요? 갑자기 깜짝 놀랐네.
응?
So first of all, there's no way we can pick apart that hoodie from any other hoodie. It has like no logo, it has like it literally has nothing there that we could like, oh yes, it's Jimin's hoodie. Like there's no way it could be anyone's hoodie. But I just want to make sure you know that 99% of Jungkook's belongings are black. So, and yeah, unless you tell me like, oh, it has this, I don't know, like a picture of Marilyn Monroe or something like that, and I saw Jimin with that hoodie with that Marilyn Monroe. You can't tell me that it looks like Jimin's hoodie. Like literally, there's no way to pick that hoodie apart from any other black hoodie. Okay, so none of the arguments. I'm literally looking at my room right now, and there's literally 3 pair of shoes that are mine, littered all around my room. So there's no one here. So yeah, it doesn't make sense. And about the case, eh, like even if Jimmy's case was black, which I don't think so. Like it literally, I can't make anything out of that screenshot or whatever. I don't think there's a rule within BTS like, hey, if you have a black case, none of you are allowed to have any black case too. Okay, so speaking from the distance, not quite. Taehyung actually leaves the door open when he enters the room, and you can see that in the complete vlive, which is the one I analyzed before this one. And yeah, you can see that he actually left the door open and no one closed it. And why does it have to be the bathroom's door? And why does it have to be Jimin closing it? It doesn't make sense. You just say that because you want Jimin to be there to fit your narrative. And I think it was the main door because, as I told you, Taehyung actually left it open. But no, it doesn't have to be Jimin, and no, it doesn't have to be one of the BTS members. It could have easily been one of the managers, for example. It could have been the hotel staff that closed it. And maybe Jungkook actually went to kind of like look who made that sound, and then he said, oh, you scare me. I don't think he actually went outside of the room to look at the hall because he isn't that fast, and he wasn't running because you can't hear any running steps. And he kind of like, as soon as he says that, he goes to the other side of the room besides Taehyung. So yeah, the time won't match. Okay, so saying he's sighing because he doesn't want Tae there, it's just the same as jikookers accusing taekookers that we hate Jimin. I mean, how can you argue about that when jikookers are the ones saying that kind of stuff? Anyways, he's sighing because, like, literally go back to the video. He literally looks at himself and then starts like playing with his hair, trying to make himself look presentable, and then talks about his face and his makeup because he's genuinely concerned about his looks. I do agree that he is distracted though.
요즘 좋아하는 노래가 있죠?
라면을 먹어볼까?
똑같은 생각하네.
배가 부르면 라면을 먹어야 돼.
진영한테 제가
진영한테는 그럼 난 너를 사랑해 불러야지.
진영한테 지금
아
갔는데
이거 V 이거 올해도 되는 거예요? 이거 계속 해도 되는 거예요?
진영이 반신욕 중이래요.
아 반식 중이에요.
그래서 약간 이제 아쉽지만.
Oh my god, I love how they point out that Jungkook keeps cutting V off because, yeah, that doesn't reinforce at all the thought that Jungkook hates Taehyung at all. No, it doesn't. Also, wow, I didn't know they knew how to read people's minds. That's awesome. That's like, wow, so talented of them.
그리고 잠시만요. 지민아 지금 들어간다.
아 저 지민이 형한테 가는 거예요?
근데 지민이가 지금 이제 얘가 카톡을 빨리 받으면 갈 수 있는데 카톡을 못 받으면
여러분 죄송해요. 영어를 공부하겠습니다.
Pardon?